Hello, everybody. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Tested. Well, I'm guessing I'm on. I'm guessing I'm on. Yeah, I must be on. Let me just check. Yes, I am here. You are here. Hey, you are here. Mind games. Yeah, I just listen. It's a bit early for me. I've had a real tough 24 hours and I haven't had much sleep, and I've got to go back to work again. But I wanted to make a few things plain. Hold on a minute. Let me just check something. Yeah, I wanted to make a few things plain about what sort of people will be getting the Mind Games box set cube. Let's call it, just call it a box set. Now, first of all, I think everybody agrees it's a ridiculous waste of money. Now, I don't think the extra tracks are going to mean anything. Nobody's going to be listening to them. It's like I said, they could put John, as my dad said, when Milk and Honey come out, they'll be releasing John Lennon farting soon, and he's not wrong. He's not wrong. My father was very prolific, like Nostradamus, with that one. But they would if you put an extra album on Mind Games as an extra bonus and said John Lennon's farty pants, they'd buy it. They would buy it, and it says so much about the sort of people who would buy it because, like I said, this is serious money. Blow we can all blow 1,000 quid quite easily, but it depends on where it's gone. You know what I mean? And I was just saying on the Dusty Springs channel that I've worked it out, and this is before postage and packing, that for 11 tracks, which is essentially, if musically this is what you want to listen to, you're paying for 11 tracks. Because nobody's going to listen to the bullshit, the stripped down bullshit or the stuff that's already appeared on Anthology. It's not good stuff. It's crap. I mean, it's rubbish, isn't it? It's like the Anthology. Who picks up Anthology now? And that's the Beatles, for God's sake. But this is the same kind of crap. You've already got everything John Lennon's done 65 times over. Now, this is $1,365 in the US, I believe. But you're talking a couple of, I think, about $100 more in England. So I suppose you're probably talking about 1,200 quid in Britain. But I could be wrong. I mean, I haven't watched all of these streams. I expect you can get all the info off Beatley Tone, who's really desperate to have it. And why is he desperate to have it? Is Beatley Tone a serious collector? Is Beatley Tone a man we can take seriously because he wants it? He's not going to get it though because he's sensibly said that it's too much money for him. It is too much money to waste. I mean, like I said, if you've got children, or if or there's somebody needy up the road or whatever, and you think I've just gone and spent all that money on myself, and there's a poor old granny walking up the road with shopping bags, maybe I should say, here, get a taxi, love, or these are things that trouble me. I mean, it's just a horrible greedy thing, and um, I think people who, like I said, dividing it up with, I'm calling it 11 tracks. That's $124 per track. $124, and I'm not including that pathetic Neapolitan fucking national anthem. Well, I hope so, yeah, because Marty McGrath's been getting in touch with Sean Lennon, trying to influence his decisions, but I really don't think that anybody's going to get this box set or backs set, as Tim Allen calls it. Backs. It's just the one with Mr. Mayo getting all excitable about it and not not to say, oh, this is a crap album. Why should anybody pay more than 20 quid for it? Really? I mean, in this day and age, why should anyone want to pay more than 20 quid for it? In fact, if if you're a Beatle fan and you just want to collect all the solo stuff as well, buy it as cheap as you can because it's so throwaway. It's such a bland, crappy album with no direction. Like I said, you've heard it all before from me. It's all cheap backing singers and, corner cutting and cretinous. Oh, Yoko, forgive me, please. I've been a naughty boy. Do you know what I mean? It's sickening. Even Elliot Roberts said that all this fucking apology to Yoko. How many more of these songs could the man have written? Oh, I've just had a poop on the floor. I better write a song about it. Oh, Yoko, I done a shit on the floor. I'm such a silly boy. I did it before. Do you know what I mean? And no, I know you're not kissing his ass. I know you're doing something evil, Marty. I know you are. And that's why I also sent Sean Lennon, which I haven't had a response yet from him. Maybe he's watched my videos. He don't want to talk to me. But he should do. He should do. And I don't want your box set, Sean Lennon. But I did say a bunch of people who should be getting a free double album or whatever out of it. And I said, don't give it to fucking Mazzy. Don't give it to Mr. Mulleg, Tom Hunyati, or who was the other one I put? Can't remember. But I did people who shouldn't be getting it. And I also said because they really hate you, Sean, and they hate your dad. But I did say, give Richie Dolan and who was the other one? It's a Beautiful Life, a free copy because they deserve it. Well, maybe they don't, but it'd be funny to see their faces if those two characters did get it. Just walk away, Renee. We'll talk about Renee for a couple of minutes, baby, if you're good. And it's like I said, if you're talking over $120 per track, it means you're insane. Nobody's taking you seriously as a collector. Because if you think, oh, well, I have to collect it, I have to. You don't. You don't. It's the music that counts. It's like I said, I saw Matthew Street's videos and I understand exactly where he's coming from with all this. Whether he wants a box set or not, I don't know. But he's getting a bunch of crap out of this box, and really, this is all you're getting in the box. It's a bunch of crap. It's a piece of paper here and a little sheet of paper there and a piece of, fucking tic tac here. And honestly, it's so shit. If you want this sort of stuff, go down Toys R Us because that's what you're getting: little toys and little pieces of paper, and you're paying for all that so much money. It's unbelievable. But it is directed at people of Mr. Mayo's age and older, because, like I said, nobody's gonna pay that kind of money. Nobody's gonna pay that kind of money in their 20s or 30s or even 40s. You'd have to be fucking mad, wouldn't you? But they can't seize anymore. That's the problem. They're so obsessed with trying to get everything. It doesn't make you a collector. It makes you an idiot. And I'll tell you why. Because look at Mazzy, for example, going around saying, oh, well, because I'm such an intellectual and I've written a book which has been out of print for 50 years. I know what I'm talking about. Take me seriously. Take me seriously. And you think, well, how can I? Because, say, for example, I'm comparing you to Pop Goes the 60s. He's not going to be saying, if he did. No, they wouldn't. And he probably knows that. And anyway, because he's an intelligent man, he probably hasn't really thought about it, but he probably wouldn't have thought. And we haven't heard from John Heaton yet. And I know John Heaton, yeah, I know there's a tightness about. Don't want to get the shekels out, does he? But why? It just looks to me like it did with the Uber box that you're a bunch of idiots. I mean, who would have guessed Andy One Leg and Tom Honey are trying to get this fucking thing? Honestly, I this is a bit random, and I'm just saying that you're stupid. Think about it. Like, and there was another thing. You're all getting a little bit old, and like I said, sometimes I feel like I'm about to collapse and drop dead. Sometimes when I'm overdoing it at work or whatever, and it's the stress, and it is at you as well. But if I drop dead tomorrow, my wife hasn't got the burden of getting rid of a whole room full of junk, and then she'd be ripped off, wouldn't she? She wouldn't know how much. Oh, I'm selling the whole collection of my husband's stuff because I really don't want to see it around the place anymore because it reminds me of him. And it also reminds me of his obsession about the Beatles and the solo Beatles and how it interfered with our life because it's the same. I don't expect there's a husband and wife team out there that actually equally like the Beatles. It's just not, whatever. My wife likes a lot of stuff that I like, but it's not on the same level. When she said, "Yeah, I like the Beatles," I like Paul McCartney, I like John Lennon, and I know that it's certainly not on the same level. It's on the hits level. It's on the Imagine, maybe Happy Christmas, War is Over, definitely Woman starting over. The songs that they play on the radio quite a lot. It's the ones that people uh, like hearing. So I can't say, oh yeah, she knows the same about. So she didn't know who the fuck May Ping was. She started pissing herself when she said, "Did you know John Lennon had run off with a ching chong?" And I sort of explained to her about the last weekend. But you think other people know about this stuff, and they don't. Not everybody knows anything about John Lennon apart from Man of Peace, or if you're younger these days, racist bastard who used to beat up women. It's or as I would look at him now, man who spent 5 years masturbating in a single room till his eyes popped out. Fucking twig of a man with a wig on. Yes, check out the last two albums, or Milk and Honey and Double Fantasy, and look at his hair, and then where he's going bald, and then you'll understand. I call it the Japanese wig because the photographer and friends made him wear it or something. Oh yeah, I look just like a beetle now. You look like a fucking mop, an upside down mop. Who are you? She hasn't got the backs. But all I'm saying is there was one thing that triggered me to make this, and it was, who was it? It was one of you said, people who are moaning about it are just jealous. Is that really what you think? I'm disturbed by it. I'm disturbed that. I mean, I couldn't give a flying fuck if you get it or not, because that's $1,000 that you've blown, and ha ha ha, ain't you the stupid mug? That's the way I feel about it. But it's just, do you want me to get you some toys from Toys R Us? Put them in a box, and I'll send it to you for, I don't know, 60 quid. Yeah, I'll get those little plastic animals they do, and the elephants and the tigers and that, and the ducks. I'll get you a packet of them. I think that costs about £1.99. And if you want a notebook, I'll scribble in it for you. I'll put John Lennon's Willie in there for you. I'll get a shriveled up carrot from the veg section and get it for you. It won't cost me much. It won't cost me much. I'll get a cardboard box from the stationery store. I'll stick a picture of John Lennon over the top of it, and then I'll say, here you go, 50 quid, it's yours. I'll make it for you. It's unique. It's one of a kind. So there you go. So all I can say to you is when these box sets start filtering through, a bunch of intellectuals, not a bunch of cretins. And there we are, a selfish bunch of cretins who are really, really immature. If you buy this, you're fucking immature. I mean, like I said, the Lennons have done their research. They know who's going to buy it, and they know how much money these people are willing to spend. You might as well, sure, to I don't know, $6,000. They'll still buy it. They'll still buy it. Won't buy it. Look at him as the barometer of someone you should aspire to in the world of Beatle fandom. We can all like the Beatles. We can all like John Lennon and Paul McCartney. But when it gets to this point, it's totally beyond the music. You don't need this shit as a collector. And when I say collector, I use that term very loosely. Because like I said, there's enough of you out there. There's enough of you buying this shit. I could pick a whole number of immature 60-year-olds raving about this. You know, I could. But what's the point? It's wasting my day even watching it. That's why I said for my mental health, because I went through Now and Then. And what did we get at the end of Now and Then? Silence, embarrassment. When the Pop Goes the 60s video with Andy One Leg. Now, this is all going to happen again. Well, it's not going to happen again because there won't be this kind of excitement because we were talking the Beatles last time. I know it's true. But like I said, just look at the level of album you get in there. It's mind games. Bear that in mind, games. Bear that in mind because you, like I said, there nothing on that album. I haven't listened to it for years. I really haven't. It's that bland. It's that about it at the time. And, you know, if people were a little bit more generous to the album after he died, it still doesn't put it up there even with... See, Pop Goes to 60s. Sorry, I'm sucking up to you today on Pop Goes to 60. And he did a video about where the Beatles were between 1970 and 1980 and how they fitted in with the general music scene. And they were very sadly lacking. And nothing, especially with John Lennon, the sound never changed, did it? Never changed. It was always, you know, really bland, shitty songs. But listen, just let me implore you people out there, because I want to save you from being cunts to yourself. I want to save you some money. Forget about the rest of the world and how you could give it all to charity or whatnot, or whatnot. I just want you to think for yourself, when I drop dead, somebody's got to get rid of all this crap and somebody's going to rip off my partner totally. You know, and maybe they'll say, I just want it out of the way, fucking take it to the skip. Maybe that's what they do. Or when Mr. Mayo's dead, we want a 10-foot coffin, 10 by 10, and then we can fit all of that junk in with him. But it costs a lot of money to put him in the ground. Actually, cremate him and everything. And in that way, it gets rid of all trace, doesn't it? All trace. While I have a cough, let's just get a good song on from an older man. There we are. There we are. There we are. I just got some new music and it's all good. Nothing to do with the Beatles.
Think about it. There must be higher love.
Hello, hello, hello. Have we still got Steve Winwood or did we lose him? I'm having connectivity problems. Oh, no, we still got it. Thank you, Marty. Thank you, Marty. I always play good music. It's what my stream's famous for. except when I have to do mind games.
I'm filming.
Ichiban, da 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 da. It's just great fun. Ichiban, da 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 da.
Well, all I can say is we're having a few technical issues here. It's a morning thing, in my area, always happens. Yes, so yes, thank you, Marty. As I was saying, yes, I always play fantastic music on my streams because we're free to enjoy all music. And the solo Beatles, with regards to all music, rate quite low, I'm afraid. It's the way it is. It's the way it is. So, having said all I need to say, really, and I've already had to. I don't think we're going to get much. We're going to get much. So I can't put all the comments up because the buttons are getting all stuck and everything. So I'm afraid I can't put all of your stuff on screen. So just have a hello, Rice. Hello, Marty. Hello. Actually, there's 10 of you out there. Now, shame on you people who are not speaking, because I know that you cunts are the ones. I mean, fanatics, like the Mad Mullah coming down from the mountain, throwing his Quran about. This is what you're like. You're lunatics. Mazzy, you're a lunatic. You're a baldy. And how can people take you seriously? You're an irrelevance, a total irrelevance. You're living on a past glory, which is, like I said, I've seen the book, and it's big writing, it's big print, and that tells you everything you need to know about a book. When it's got big lettering and it's got lots of pictures in it, black and white pictures, of course, and it's so obvious, oh, this is the Apple core in Savile Row. Oh, this is John Lennon's house, Mendips. Oh, look at this. This is where the Cavern Club used to stand. No, not impressed. go and get your box, enjoy your box set, because it's childish, isn't it? You're overgrown children, men who are glass, and if you look through the spyglass, you can see the word yes. Oh, I can't believe it. I'm going to go and show everybody. You wouldn't show everybody though, would you? You're showing people online because you want to one-up them. You want to get there before the Fab Four free-for-all get it. But I'm hoping, because I've got a little bit of respect for the Fab Four free-for-all, and I hope they don't sink to that level. I really do. And I'll be watching, because Ray, I told you, I'm not just, I don't have that. I think had a lot of work and a lot of time put into them. Or the solo ones, they get some respect off of me. Were the best Beatle album, even Band on the Run, is lacking when you think of the other albums that come out in 1973, 74. Really, I mean, I could give you a list of them. But, you know, anybody that knows about music, they know about these great albums that were around in the 70s. And the 70s was an incredible time for albums. It was the albums decade of that at all. Now, you can't say Imagine was, you can't say Band on the Run was, you can't say Ram was, or McCartney too. You know what I'm saying. Anyway, look, I'm going to go now because I've got to get up. I've got to get myself some bits and pieces and have a shower and all that bullshit. But like I said, watch the space and we'll see who actually does get the box set, and we can all have a laugh at them. And we can go, ha 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 ha, Mr. Mayo, you got your box. Ha 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 ha. That's it for now, folks. Goodbye, and I'll be back at the weekend. We'll have the live stream. Anybody that hates Mazzy can come on, and Mazzy, or you can criticise the man as much as you want. But like I said, Mazzy, you did this to yourself. I left you alone for so long because you're an irrelevance to me. But you're not an irrelevance when you get me on, when you try and tell the people on different live streams to get the ball rate. And you will Mayo up for what he was. And Tom Hunt, yes. We sit here, we stand here, we watch and we judge. And we'll make our own minds up about you. And Tom, it's got nothing to do with jealousy. It really hasn't. Well, it must be because you keep saying it. Bye-bye, everybody. Stream, but I can't. I'll have to just. Well, I've gone anyway. I've gone.